Welcome everyone to the new episode of CR Blueprint, where today we have a very special guest, which is Mr. John Ashton from Ashton Architects, a very good practice from London or surrounding, and we welcome him, and thank you very much for coming to us today.
It's a very kind introduction. Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
It's a pleasure to us to have you here. I can start with the questions actually. Yeah. If you can tell us a bit about John, Ashton Architects actually.
So Ashton Architecture was founded in 2018, and we're a design studio based in Bermondsey in London, and we do some really nice work.
Yes,
we work across residential, commercial, leisure sectors, and we primarily kind of focus on projects that are slightly challenging, that need a kind of creative approach and solution to them. So, and it's what we enjoy.
Yep, that's a very good answer. What did inspire you to start your own practice? And after you've been working actually to several award-winning firms.
I think that the main challenge in working life is to stay interested in what you do. And I think I have a really broad interest in a lot of things, quite a generalist, and therefore running a business is quite appealing because you get to engage with many different facets of work. So whether it's the actual practice of architecture, construction, even in that itself, you've got, early stage design, you've got technical, you've got site. So there's so much in architecture in itself. Then you've got the running of a business, which obviously has its own challenges, but can be a very stimulating experience. And therefore, the breadth of variety is something that really appealed to me. And also the control, you get to control your day.
Yes.
No one's telling you what to do. That's hopefully something that I still manage to maintain.
And want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, yes, of course. There are days where it's a bit tougher than others, but generally, yes. It's actually interesting. I'm sure you feel the same. Like, could you go back and work for someone else? I mean, obviously we work for other people, but in terms of through our businesses. But yes. Could you go and work in someone else's company?
No.
On the payroll?
No. I don't think so. I never did actually, because when I started, I started like 3 years in a row. Yes, I've been working for people, but more like a self-employed. And the reason I've been working, I work to learn actually all the trades and how to do everything myself. But I never been like that person to listen what to do in a way, or just I couldn't have someone behind me and say do this way, no. Or you're doing that today. I never been that person from when I was a kid, because I've been working actually from when I was 12. I was growing the village in Romania, and I've been working actually from when I was 12. Then 14 I was going to college, and then I was working after hours and everything, just to make a living, and I was enjoying actually. That's why I didn't want to listen to anyone, and I wanted to be independent of everything.
That's so interesting. You had quite a high level of independence from a young age, which is probably what kind of generated this mindset, I would imagine, or helped to generate it.
It helped me to grow and helped me to achieve more in a way. Because for me, I remember when I was 14, I was crying and saying to my mother and my father, I will never need anything from you, because I was just wanted a bike. They say we don't have money to buy it, or something like that. And they said, but even if it is, you don't need a bike now. And I wanted, and I was just start crying. I didn't understand anything, but I said, no, I'm going to work. So actually I was going on field to work on the field to get money to buy the bike. So from that point I say, I'm never going to need money from you. And that was for me, just starting to do things. Because at 16, I was buying bikes from one city cheaper and selling to another cheaper city more expensive.
It's a real entrepreneur.
Yeah, that was me on that time.
Wow, impressive.
And I just want to ask you now, how does winning RIBA Southwest and West, Architecture of the Year mean to you in the studio?
Did you have to bring it up?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, it's very nice, obviously. I mean, you sort of do what you do, and we're very I've learned that actually we're very conscientious, so kind of a diligent architectural practice that prides itself on a high level of professionalism. I genuinely believe that. I think architects can and should be better at what we do, where we possess a lot of knowledge and ability. So it's great that was obviously recognised, but I think more than that, it's really great for the project team, for the client, for everyone involved in what was a really special project. And it's almost a bit of relief that it feels that kind of, whilst it's not so much about, being, award-winning per se, it just feels like, when you set your own business up and you don't quite know where it's going, and it can be a lonely time sometimes on your own, it's a bit of relief that actually you're sort of heading in the right direction. So yeah, I feel good.
It's like a reward, like feeling you're doing it right.
Yes. It's currently sat on my parents'. It's not sat. It's in my parents' kitchen. I think they might be more proud than I am.
Yeah, of course.
But it's great. It is. It's a nice way to be able to talk about the business as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, albeit clients were like, "Are you putting your prices up?"
No.
I'd be like, January the 1st might do. Should do.
Yeah. We've did quite, with few projects we did together, but the most recent one is the Fulham one.
Yes, that's right.
Just finishing now, actually.
Just finished now.
How was the initial brief and how did it evolve?
So, interestingly, this project actually came to us via a contractor. I don't know if you know this.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, it came to us via a contractor. Anyway, the long and short of it was that we then, as often happens, take the project in a slightly different way.
Yep.
And then the client, with our obviously involvement, then decides how the project will be procured. So it didn't end up with the contractor who brought us the project. So the main challenge on this one really, as is often the case, is getting the brief out of a client, because ultimately the end of a project is only as good as how you start it in terms of getting a brief.
Yep.
And so we have a fairly robust briefing process that we take a client through. Then specifically with the house, obviously it's a mid-terrace, but high value. Issues of access, general condition, multiple party wall, matters. And then all the questions about services, sustainability, at the same time as looking at potential client budget. So as with everything, it's multifaceted. It's always slightly more complicated when it's a whole house renovation, because you've got a lot of different strands happening at any one time that you have to sort of keep your eyes on, because they all will impact ultimately budget and client expectations.
Did you face any design challenges on this project, and how did you overcome them?
Did we face any design challenges? I mean, there's that quite sort of unusual storage under the floor, which I know you've seen. I mean, I would say that there's always a design challenge, even if you're talking kind of big picture planning design challenges, down to the kind of micro detail about how the fins on the stair are going to terminate. I mean, that is the challenge of the architect, is actually how do you reconcile the kind of gulf of design conversations that you have at any one time. I would say that planning, but I mean, we went through quite smoothly, so it turned out not to be so much of a challenge. No, I would say that generally this has been a successful project in respect of getting the design onto paper and then built relatively smoothly.
That's great to hear that.
So what do you think made this project unique, Costel?
Unique, when I'm looking actually at the rafters, the exposed rafters, and the kitchen with all the angles and everything, the roof light, the circle roof light, which is great. The back of the building, which, it's, as you always design actually in your project, which is very nice. The angles, the color. So the design actually onto the ground floor is great. And if I look at the stairs as well, the idea of the exposed timber, the timbers, the oak timbers, onto the round and everything, that's just looking, great on it.
Yeah, it's a nice curve.
Yes.
That where you go around. I think the challenge with specifically in this local authority is that they have quite strict planning policy about a side return. So you end up with quite an unusual space at the back of the house. So the key thing here is how do you make it feel like a kind of single space that's been designed as a kind of in a way that doesn't feel like you've got a compromised part of the room. So the ceiling is always the most important part of that. That is, I say that all the time. Love designing a ceiling because it really impacts your day-to-day experience of a space, not only through lighting, but you spend the way, especially if you don't have hugely tall ceilings, you spend a lot of your eyeliners dictated by what happens at ceiling level. So it's an important part of the space to focus on.
Yeah, because on this one actually the clients actually were expecting the ceiling to be lower.
Yeah.
But the way you design it with the rafters, everything, it just make it to look great actually.
Yeah, it feels a lot more spacious.
Yeah, because
we were expecting.
The height and everything is bringing, and all the design actually, the furniture, hiding doors, everything.
It's a deceptive house that.
Yeah.
Very long.
It's long, but it's nice.
Yeah.
And the way you design it, it's great. It's great the way you design it.
Thank you. Yes, that's very nice to hear. Thank you, Costel. And the way you've built it obviously has brought it to life. The way that the team has worked very well on it, and I think that what's great about working with the team is that your energy is carried through the team.
Flow into them,
Yeah. I mean, I know that's hard to get a team. It's obviously the result of a careful training of your team, but it's consistent. So it means that when the project starts, there's no disjunction between what a client is expecting to experience from a contractor and the reality of it. So.
Yeah, because all the time the way I'm doing it, and just to create the team, is just I'm taking actually. The team. So once we agree everything, I'm taking all the plans and everything. I'm sitting down the team, and I want them to understand the division, and I want them to understand everything, how you expect it to look, everything. And I'm very closely working every time with the team, so make sure they follow everything step by step, and we're going to deliver everything to your expectation, to the client expectation.
So that's obviously how you manage to kind of keep a tight control over the vision of the architecture and the interiors, but how do you find time to do it?
How I find time to do it myself?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously because it's quite a lot of...
I just manage my time in a way, but I'm just working very closely with the team, because maybe I have the WhatsApp group with with you and the clients, but I have a WhatsApp group with the team as well. Yeah. So all the time, I spend 1 hour, maybe 2 hours a day, just checking actually the WhatsApp groups and checking the system internally, what they add pictures and everything. Yeah. If I notice something which is not, because the way it is on the beginning of the job, I get all my plans in my head completely. Okay. So if one of my team call me, I know the plans in and out. Wow. And that's what it is on my head all the time, and just update them every time we do the site meeting, which every week I'm going to the sites, or maybe more than that, and then we meet as well every 2 weeks. Then every time I'm going to site, I'm just reviewing actually the plans in my head and see how everything is looking. As you know, Alistair, John, all the time they update me with everything, and they check with me all the time. Which when they check with me, It's just bringing everything back into my head, how that project is going to look.
Yeah.
And it's just to keep a tight communication with the team.
Yeah.
And make sure they're going to deliver everything as per the plans. And
yes.
to communicate if it's an issue, like Alistair was discussing with Gavin all the time, if it's an issue, just to point it out and bring it to the attention so we can sort it out before it's getting the client. Because with me all the time on the team, I'm saying the team, we're working actually the architects. We are a team together to deliver the project to the client and take the stress away from the client. Yeah. Which is mean if we're taking the stress away from the client, then the client is happy. Yeah. So let's find the solution together and then deliver to the client without going.
I agree. With the one thing I always say about a project is no matter what is the root cause of an issue on site, if something goes wrong, we're all condemned. Yes. We're all part of the narrative. And it's happened previously. We've worked with contractors that have been a challenge. And despite our best efforts, I think that might, those avenues of work from that client might not progress because it's all part of that experience they've had on a project. So for us, it's really important that, and something we're learning as we sort of, the business grows, is that it's a really, ultimately the contractor is, from our viewpoint, the most important member of the team. Because that's the last experience that a client will have on a project. So it's got to be the best, really. Well, second best after us.
And to deliver the vision.
Or joint best. Joint best.
Yes, joint best.
Joint best.
Yeah, because, it's to deliver the vision. Because all the time when I'm saying, it's hard to find good people. Yeah. And for me to find, the way I hire people in a way is just I train the people which are with me longer and just, promote them. Just say, all right, you've been with me as a carpenter. Yeah. But you have good skills actually managing the site. Yeah. So I'm going to promote you like working foreman first. Then I'm going to promote you to site manager, and from there just to grow. Because I know he's with me. He know the quality. He know the expectations. Yeah. And I don't take really actually new people on board just to put them on the high level. Yeah. So like sort of bring site manager, just to bring them up and grow on the same time with me. If I take someone, the way I'm taking is stealing from other companies. Yeah. Yeah, and the was stealing is just to work on another project with them, see how they're acting. Because what I like all the time is just to have the right attitude of, in front of the clients, to have the right mentality, mindset, to be helpful, and what I'm working hard.
Always be helpful. Yeah.
And what I'm working very hard actually the team. I'm saying to them, everyone is seeing the problem. Yeah. But what you have to see the solution. Yeah. And present the solution. Don't come. We have this problem. No.
Yeah, I know. That's absolutely it. I mean, there'll always be problems, and how you deal with them is really important to the success of dealing with that problem. But yeah, I mean, it comes down to people. Some people are kind of, aren't able to communicate as effectively or can't see beyond a certain issue. I say generally that you just can't over communicate. And one of the things, obviously when you're working on site and things are uncovered and things don't go quite to plan, and you can have all the best detail information, but ultimately we're relying on someone else implementing something that we think or we have designed can be done. So things will change, but the key is to kind of keep communicating with everybody so that any changes, change control, any issues that arise on site are clearly communicated as quickly as possible. We do have some projects where the client is remote and therefore they don't want to know. They just want it finished. Yeah, so that is a different kind of project structure. But most clients want to just be sort of made aware of why something is changing, what the implications are, and what the solutions are. So I agree. I sort of approach problems as presenting the solution in parallel to the problem. But what that does require us to do is either think quickly, so that you've got a solution, but actually sometimes you can't resolve it immediately, so you have to be really open about what steps you're going to take to review and come back with a solution. I think if you're shown to be proactive and conscientious, and that you are aware of something, it demonstrates that you're in control.
Yes.
You are, and that gives a great comfort to people on the project. So you might not always have the solution immediately, but as long as you're kind of giving that communication that you're aware of it and handling it, and you have a plan for dealing with it. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's something that I like to think that you do very well. I mean, you think you I mean, yeah, it's I was going to ask, is WhatsApp your secret to success or not? Or is it a real pain?
It's ups and downs all the time in the business. Like, I think I said earlier, it's my hunger to want more and my hunger to be better today than I was yesterday. Yeah. And every day I'm looking actually to make, for me, stress is no problem because I've been with him, all life. Yeah. And I want to take stress away from clients. I want to take stress away from you as an architect, because I know you got lots on his wall. But for me, that's my mission in a way, and just to deliver the high-end products on the end, and to deliver the best. Yeah. Because when I see issues, that's what's killed me. When I see something happen, I need to sort it out straight away, so I know it's sorted. Because if not, I'm not going to sleep on the night. Yeah. So that's me, and it's just my hunger to want more, to serve more. Because when I open all other companies I'm running, I open actually the purpose to serve people. And when I see an actual need of serving, like even the cleaning company I opened, many clients asked me, "Oh, do you know a cleaning company?" Yes, I did recommend cleaning company, but they let down the clients. Oh gosh, yeah. Which I said, no, I need to do it now. And I need to do it better than anyone, and not let down clients, because that's not me. Yeah. So when I opened the cleaning company, actually I took my wife on board. She's looking after the cleaning company, and I know we're going to deliver the best service. Yeah. Because it's my wife actually on there. Yeah. The same thing with the CR joinery, the joinery workshop. I got Latvian, which is my business partner on that, but I knew him. He got the experience of 25 years. Which that 25 years experience on that, I know he's going to help me to build and to deliver the best service to the client. So all the time when I was doing something, is actually I do it with a good heart and just to deliver the best service. Yeah. And for me, that hunger to want more. And when I see actually something getting perfectly and everyone is happy, it's a big satisfaction, and that's pushed me to want more. Yeah, no, I understand that. That's what it's pushed me every day, and I don't think so. It's never enough for me. I think it's like if you find or train your team to uncover their passion that is aligned to your vision, then it's a real success, because you can't do everything. No, I know. Yeah. But so it's great that you've been able to kind of expand into these different areas through the people that you found. Yeah, it's hard in a way, because what's hard, like a entrepreneur, like a business owner, it's hard actually to keep the people on track and keep them happy, because not all of them have your mindset, not all of them have your hunger. And if someone is like, annoying them, you have to be behind them and show to them, right, no, it's not right actually what you're doing now. This is the way to do it. And why it's annoying that? Because, it shouldn't be. Just think about the positive side, what it doesn't work out on that. Because it happened to me every day, to have all the guys, office and everyone coming to me, and just, keep all of them happy. Keep the clients, keep everyone happy. It's not easy in a way. Can they all be happy? Are you happy, Costel? I'm never happy. You're never happy. There you have it. No, I'm sure you are happy. No. But it is interesting, isn't it? You're happy or satisfaction. You get kind of the two things are often interchangeable. I think it's to be satisfied with what you do and be stimulated, I would say, is probably more important than being happy. Yep. Happy is a sort of fleeting, mood, whereas, satisfaction is a kind of deep response. So I'm working every day anyway to build a strong team. and to grow, to expand. But I know it's taking time. It can't happen over the night.
No.
And I'm looking to find more people to help me to grow all the companies, and to because my thing is just to build a legacy, to build something which to serve actually people, but to serve it like the people so I can see they are happy, they are satisfied. And because all the time when I'm seeing clients, when they're taking possession of a new house, and I see with all the family being happy, that's a big satisfaction for me.
That's really, that's obviously it's very
rewarding.
But it's also a huge responsibility to, obviously in construction, to leave a positive physical legacy as well. It's sort of make sure that we're doing things to that minimize harm as much as possible to the environment, because obviously construction generally is not a particularly sustainable practice. So I think it's important for all sorts of reasons to want to make sure that what we're doing is to the best standard. That's
what I say, because Ashton Architecture is conscious of reducing the waste and design suitability. So what does that look like in the practice?
All sorts, from the kind of demolition stage, reusing stuff. We have projects where we're reusing steels. The masonry is being reused on site. The sanitary ware is being stripped out for the client's parents to reuse in the house. Doors are being taken out on windows. So there's that's the sort of micro level, and I do think that's probably the most important thing to start with, because that is embodied energy that is just going to be used that's still got a life to it. So that is important, and then from there all the services, the systems of a house when you're refurbishing, how you can give it kind of longer lifespan. So obviously we're now heat pumps are like 95% of the systems that are being used, but we're seeing more and more about air conditioning, and actually how can we be a bit more creative with the need for air conditioning rather than just whacking in a few condensers. And not that we'd ever do that, but it's more about let's do some proper analysis. Let's think about glazing positions, insulation, get a bit more down to building physics, which is what I particularly enjoy. Being a bit, being a bit smarter about understanding how our homes work, and seeing that there's value in that, rather than just this constant sort of, space grabbing approach. Actually, there is value. So there's two projects I can think of at the moment where we're actually removing extensions.
Right.
So paradox is, we might get sacked after this, I don't know. we're reducing the footprint of the house, but we're enhancing everything else. So the balance of priority is to make everything better, but just less of it, because the space isn't needed. And rather than sort of build more and spend money on volume, we're allocating the budget to making less better. So it's an interesting way to think about it, which it takes a client a bit of time to get to that point, but it's been very successful so far.
That's good, because I know we were discussing earlier about the planning. Do you think the planning system now is doing enough to encourage the sustainable design?
Well, is the planning system doing enough, Costal? I mean, that is it. Is it doing enough, period, full stop? And what about? Oh, I mean, there's just, where do you even start on that? Delays, refusals, the cost of planning now. It's a challenge all round, really, the planning system. Every local authority does it slightly differently. We end up in the context of having to submit more planning appeals than we've ever done, because the decisions are either delayed or refused, and therefore I feel before we can even think about how planning can be used to kind of really create more sustainable development, there's a sort of wholesale understanding of how we can just make the planning system more effective. But yeah, I mean, it ultimately is the tool to bed in more sustainable design practice.
I think they changed now the law actually about the heat pump. You're supposed to get planning before. Yeah. And now they're changing with no, you don't need planning for it anymore.
Yes. Yeah. As in, it'll come under permitted development. Yeah. I think.
But it's a help in a way. But it's not a help on other areas.
It's not a help in other areas. Yeah. It's certainly not a help in other areas. But it's it's certainly an important process, but it could just be better.
And when you set up actually the Ashton Architecture, what was your biggest challenges on setting it, and how did you overcome them?
Biggest challenges. Well, we set up and then it was COVID pretty much, and then we lost a big job. And we just moved office that day. So that was a huge challenge. I think more that always expect the unexpected, but setting up with not very much funding and then slowly building a business was the biggest challenge, sort of being patient. And I would say that it was more just the unexpected nature of running a business. It's kind of like buying a house. Until you, and I appreciate not everyone buys a house, but until you buy a house, I never really understood the process of buying a house. No one really you just don't, all the kind of stuff. And it's the same with setting up a business. You sort of, it's quite cheap to set a business up. You can just register with Companies House, and then actually when you sort of go through it, and you only really become aware of what you should know through doing it. Yeah. And then we have the added sort of layering of our code of conduct and professional responsibilities and obligations through legislation. That is that's just changed again. And all the new building acts that are coming in. So I mean, it's just you've got to keep your eyes out and your eyes open all the time. Yeah, because on the business is actually the cash flow is all. You need to make sure you have enough cash flow in the business, because when you hire more people. Well, actually, that was my next point about setting any business up is knowing the numbers, like the numbers. Yeah. And the Excel. Yes. Use all the apps. I'm sure you use. I use a lot of Zero, things, but there's so much data out there. QuickBooks, we use QuickBooks. So something very similar, but all the data. So I've actually this is like, I should maybe not admit it, but I've got a business coach, and I was like, I just need you to take me through what all these numbers mean. Obviously, I've really want to solve a company, but I want to know all it. So I can kind of understand the data a bit more about all of the kind of what those numbers mean as a reflection on what's happened and what will happen, because there's a lot of information in those accounting software. Like me, and every morning, I think I said many times actually, I don't know if you hear me or anything. Every morning I wake up 5 o'clock. I get ready from 5:30 to 6 o'clock. What time do you go to bed? Maybe, I don't know, 11, 12. Okay, so 5 hours sleep. Doable. But sometimes I'm going 1 o'clock. It's depending what I have to do and what's outstanding from the day. Because anything, yes, I check all the emails, I scan all the emails. If I think something is very important, I'm jumping on it. But if something is not important, then it's sitting there when I feel it's very important to reply to it. So that's why I'm just prioritizing wherever need to be prioritized. But what I check all the time in all the business I run is the finance, because that's very important for me to have enough cash flow on the businesses. And I never been late even a day to any payments. And everyone is working with me. They know I'm paying. Like if I get an invoice now, yes, I'm here now, but once I finish here, I'll make sure that invoice has been paid. So that's for me the key. But every morning between 5:30 and 5 o'clock, I'm checking all my accounts. I'm checking who is owing us money. And by 6:30, I'm sending reminders to everyone. Nice.
And that's me actually to keep, because, we need cash to run businesses.
Do you yeah, absolutely. Do you think it's an interesting thing though that you're saying that you do that in the morning? Obviously, it would be an unrealistic expectation for a team member to be doing it between 5 and 5:30. No, but it's but that's the reality of running a business. Yeah. Yourself is that that's behind the scenes, all the stuff that happens outside of 9 to 5 or whatever hours the team might work, that keep it going, that is unpaid. It is paid in sorts, but all that kind of stuff you do because you want to, because you run the business. And obviously it's then important to not put that expectation on other people in the business, because it's an unrealistic point.
Never ask anyone in the business to do that. I never ask anyone. And the guys or everyone, they starting 8 o'clock. Yeah. They finish 6 o'clock. Yeah. So after 6 o'clock, even Alistair, which is project manager, or John, or if they want to reply to any message to clients, they can reply. Yeah. I am there. I'm seeing everything. I'm replying to anything because it's my business. Yeah. I'm not expecting them from their own time to answer to anything. Yeah. But if they feel they want to be in control in a way, they want to be there, they're getting rewarded all the time. Yeah. So it's not like they don't get rewarded, but I'm not expecting them. So if they leave the office 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'm not expecting them to check anything. No. And I'm a guy, actually, when my team go on holidays, I don't want to bother them. I never send to them a message. I agree, Sometimes, they actually, Roberta, Alistair, people, when they go on holiday, they actually forward me the emails, or even call me. They say, do you want me to reply? I say, no. You are on holiday. Don't even check your emails.
It's so important.
I'm dealing with that.
It's really important. Because then at the same time, I hope, Costello, that you get to go away on holiday and turn your phone off.
No, never.
Oh, it's so important. You should do it. Try it. You might enjoy it.
I know, but sometimes it's, I know the business is running without me. I don't need to worry. But because I'm still that freak of control in a way. And I want to be in control. I want to know problem are solved when they coming to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to be available there. And if a client, which is a new client or it's an old client, got an issue or got something, and they try to get hold of me, I am there to answer, even if I'm not going to sort it out myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going to send a message or email. I'm just going to make a phone call, say, please, can you sort that one out with the client? Yeah. So I want all the clients to feel I am there. Yeah. I'm there from them. I'm answering when they need me. Yeah. And I'm just asking the team to sort it out. Yeah. So that's for me. And, anyone which is starting a business in a way, I will suggest just to be very close communication with the clients, very close communication with the team, and with all the partners and collaborators and everything, to be very close connection.
Definitely.
And just to keep, once you communicate, I know I hear many builders actually, or many contractors, which they have issue with the finance, which they have issue with the clients not paying them. It's never happened to us. The reason it's never happened to us because we always wanted to communicate and solve whatever is come up. And we just didn't do this just for the money to say, we all need money. We run the businesses for the money. Yeah. But it's just to deliver to the client what they expect, because if you deliver that, they will pay you. They're not going to find any excuse or anything not to pay you. True. So that's for me, it's all the time, because I think I got, Rupert is all and all that, because he's on the commercial side. He's doing all the commercial and everything. He's, we need that actually there to be. And he said, but he's not going to pay, we stop the job. No, we don't stop any job or anything. Yeah. We have to deliver. Let's find out what's the client issue, what's his concerns. Yeah. So that's me jumping in, because if I see an email which seems like me client got any concerns, even if it's 9 o'clock in the evening, I'm sending a message. Yeah. Hello, sir. Yeah. Can we have a chat about it, because I seen your email? Can we have a chat now, or let me know tomorrow and I'll call you first thing in the morning? Yeah, I agree. Some of the clients, they come back to me and say, we can chat now, Costa. I'm chatting with them so they can feel relaxed. Yeah. They sleep good overnight. Yeah. And then I'm relaxed because I know that's going to be sorted. And I'm just sending a message or an email to my team, which in the morning they will pick up and solve the problem. But I'm saying exactly the solution and what I discussed with the clients.
It's tackling it head on, I think, and not sort of ignoring things is really important. So and I mean, specifically with running a business, I think the slow game, is it a slow game? I think it's a slow, you've got to have patience.
Oh, yes.
You've got to have a lot of patience and not to sort of think that one issue is going to be the biggest problem you face. I think it was really, my learning has been about it just being a slow and steady, lots of patience, being disciplined, being kind of ordered and structured in how you do stuff. So it's, reliable. All our 99.5% of our work is through recommendation. So it's through clients, contractors, some consultants, but it's all through ultimately our kind of, network. At the moment, that's the case. So that takes a bit of time to get going and get off the ground. But the other thing I think about running a business is that there's always going to be something that comes up and that you're not expecting. I mean, we have a team of 7. You can't ever sit and be like, business, done it.
Not really, because something else is coming out in the next minute.
And then it's like, I won't swear, but then there'll be something that comes in, and then you just sort of... So when you've been through that a few times, you're like, okay, no panic. Let's think about what this means. And obviously at the moment in the industry, I mean, it's slightly bigger projects that it's impacting is obviously the British, the BSA Act.
Yes.
The gateway applications. We're doing a couple on a project, which is anything to do with a high-risk building over 18 metres. It's vast delay. So actually that's one of the biggest challenges running our type of business is that we probably won't have as many projects on as yours. So if there's a delay on a project, that is cash flow issue. So it's sort of, do you take on more work, but then you have to find a way to resource that work. The team then changes. So it's a real balance to strike to make sure that you've got a reasonable run of work for sort of 6 months that's fairly low risk in terms of potential issues with planning or with technical studies, but at any one time a client could just pull it. So that could be unexpected. And then when you employ people, you've then got a responsibility to make sure that, that is a professional obligation, but also a responsibility to, make sure you're running a business properly.
Yes, because if you don't run the business properly, it's just going down completely.
Oh, nightmare!
And I know that. I know that, and that's with me every day in a way. Because I'm just thinking every day how to be better. Yeah. How to improve myself. How to help the team to deliver better. Yeah. And like I said earlier, I think it's never enough for me, and it's never to be like fully satisfactory in a way, because all the time I want more from me. Yeah. And it is just with the clients as well. Yeah. I'm going to meet a client. I need to make sure the client is trust me fully. Yeah. And give the confidence to him. Yeah. And the same with my team. Yeah. And I have a very good team actually now. I'm very proud of the team. It's a very good team. The site team, office and everything. And we got like, I think I told you before, we've got 65 guys working full time.
That's incredible.
We're doing about
you should be 17. Very proud of that. I mean, I know I'm not in a sort of patronising way, but that's great. You've grown obviously in the years that we've known you. That's incredible. I didn't know it's 65. Wow.
Yeah, 65 guys plus another subcontractors. Every day it's about 120 people we work with. Yeah. Which is not easy sometimes because everyone has got a issue. No. Everyone has got something which is like going to a client.
Do you have a sort of, what kind of structure do you operate? Do you have like does your office-based team manage personnel issues? I mean, at what stage of business growth do you start to have to kind of be a bit more structured in terms of the actual organization?
It's just when you go over like 10, 15 people. Yeah. So when you get over 15 people, that was the point. Actually, you need to get more structure in place. And it's not easy because every time you think you find the right structure and then it's not the right because actually even growing or it's not right for the type of business you're doing. So it's always like challenging all the time. You have to try things. Yeah. And for me now, it's like I'm looking actually to find someone to take the business from where it is now, because that's with my knowledge and everything, it's where I am now. But then I want to take it next level.
Do you have a business coach, or do you have someone to help you do that? No,
not in the moment. I just had some, like Joe here, and a few other people around me, which give me some advice on it. Yeah, but not like fully, because to give you fully, need someone which actually been in your shoes completely. Yeah, and did the business you're doing and get you to the level you want to get. So that's the next thing I'm looking in a way. So I'm looking for someone even to partner with me, or even to coach me, or even to get to the next level. Because I think I told you before, my vision is to build a tower.
Your vision is to build a tower.
And I'm never going to stop till I build that tower. It's even for in a contract, or it's even to our development side.
Talk to me about this tower. What does the tower look like?
It's a tall tower. I think I want it to be bigger than the Shard.
Wow! Oh my gosh! Oh, incredible! All right.
So that's my vision, and I know I'm going to work to it. Yeah. And I know I'm going to get there.
Where is the tower going to be built? I'm interested. I didn't know this fully as your. I don't know. Or does that not matter at this stage?
It doesn't matter where it is. Yeah. But it's just to be built.
Just to be built. Nice.
Because I had, I would love to be in London, but it's hard to find actually where to build it in London now at the moment. Yeah. I had few opportunities in Dubai. Yeah. But I'm not so keen to move into that area. So, I'm still looking the opportunity to be in London. But I know when the right time is going to be, when the right people will be along me, then that's going to happen.
I can believe it. I can believe it.
And I know I'm going to attract that to be happening. Yeah. So that's on there. So
very good
to happen.
Very good. That's impressive.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can believe it. It's really inspiring to hear such a ambitious aim for.
I have to do it
for your empire.
Yes.
You'll have to take the top floor as your office and your HQ.
Yeah, that's going to be CR Group, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So just as long as you've got that in the design, that's fine.
That's going to be there. How does your passion for DIY and running influence for your mindset as an architect?
How does it? I mean, DIY and running, it sounds a bit amateur, but it's just something to do outside of work. It's a break. Like when I am not in the zone of work, I need to do something to use the energy that I have. So I really enjoy running to kind of clear my head, and to it's a huge sense of accomplishment. Yep. It's only a new thing. Well, it's not a new thing, sort of past 10 years, which is relatively new in life for me. And then, I just love, I actually really enjoy construction. So I'm sort of we build most of our projects. Yep. Really enjoy being on site. So I'm sort of slightly site biased. And I think part of it is the kind of transformative nature of construction, of good construction. And in my own life, the closest I can get to it is sort of DIY. I mean, I've done various personal projects, but I've always liked tinkering around things in the house. It's sort of quite fulfilling in that kind of transformative, spatial impact. I really feel like the quality of space in which we live in is really key to one's well-being. So I really do value the impact of creating a really personal and a specific space in which to live. And my DIY is just a kind of iteration of like constantly tweaking, moving, changing things around the house. So so I think it's that. It's sort of just an extension of work slightly. What about you outside of I mean, I don't think you have time, but
no, I don't have much time. I like travel, because I'm going every time when my girls are having half terms. Or
how old are your girls?
So the older one, she's going to be 12 actually Monday.
12 Monday. Happy birthday!
Thank you. And then the younger one, she's 5.
Yeah. Nice.
You know, and I'm just looking all the time when they got the half terms or anything, and just to take them away. So I like to travel, so I like to take them. But even if I'm traveling, I'm on my phone all the time.
Yeah.
I never stop in a way.
Yeah.
And you know, I like them to be away, to see the world, to see new things, and I like them actually to, you know, if they have a history like for Egypt or anything like that, I like them to take them to there to see everything. Yeah. So that's where I am.
Lucky them, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just sometimes it's hard because, you know, they say, oh, but you're on the phone all the time, Dad. You don't spend time with us. And the same thing with the wife. You know, she's on me. So, you know, they're going to hear this maybe. But sometimes
you're going to be caught out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm there, I'm just seeing them like there. I'm just going to hide to make a phone call or doing something. So I never stop in a way. I like to travel. And then another hobby is, I don't have really, you know, much hobbies apart, you know, I'm crazy about work.
Yeah.
I'm crazy about what I do. I love construction. I love property. And all the time, even when I'm driving between the house and I see a sign of for sale or anything, I'm just saying like, all right, what I can do that?
Yeah.
Can I do extension? Can I do the loft? How I can improve that property actually to bring it back to life, and how I can make it better and to be a family home. And that for me is like a spark inside me all the time. Even when I'm going holidays, I'm looking at the properties, I'm looking at the houses, I'm looking at the finishings and everything.
It's so nice, isn't it?
Get ideas and everything. So that's for me something which, you know, it's firing me all the time.
Yeah.
I would love to go to gym more.
Yeah.
But I don't have that discipline in a way into me to go
it's so boring. I mean, being in
gym.
It's so boring.
Because, you know, sometimes I'm going to go to gym. Yes, 1 hour there with no phone, nothing. Yeah. But my mind is still there at the phone to say, or still to the business. Yeah. And sometimes preferring that hour, maybe if I have that hour, I'll prefer to go home and sit with the family.
Yeah, definitely.
Just, you know, because they need me as well. So I'm trying to split the time. But even if I'm home to say, which, you know, not very often, I'm getting like 7 o'clock in the home to say, to spend time till they go into sleep or anything. Yeah. I'm still like, my phone is sitting on me. Yeah. Anything is coming in, I'm watching it and say, all right, this I need to reply now. So I'm replying to it. Or if it's an email, I'm replying to it. But if it's something which I feel can wait till my girls are going to sleep, till my wife is settling in the bed, then I can wait till that. So then 10 o'clock when everyone is going to sleep in a way, then I can start to do my things.
Yeah, wow. Gosh.
Till I finish to reply to you. So that's me in a way. But I don't have something which is like, maybe I should find something, but maybe not.
I genuinely think it's good to do something that brings that can be brought back in. I mean, in architecture as well, there are so many. I don't do any of these, by the way, but there are so many kind of networking groups. Like you've got runners, cyclists, all sorts of different kind of strands. And I don't, but it would be, you know, it's something that happens. But it's nice to have stuff that kind of informs. We were talking about this in the office yesterday, actually, because we're asking the team about a kind of a very short description about stuff that they do outside the studio, and it is really inspiring when, you know, you hear about all these things that people have as a passion outside of work. I guess the difference is that not everyone sets up a business, and the business is your passion, and so that is your passion. That is your passion. You're going to build a tower.
I can say that. Yes, I can say business is my passion.
Business is your passion. You're going to build a tower.
That give me satisfaction. That make me to feel proud. That make me to feel energized in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's how it is.
Yeah.
Where do you see actually your business? If you see in about 10 years, where do you see it to be?
In about 10 years. In about 10 years, I'll be turning 35. So. That's good. Kidding, obviously not.
You used to, yeah?
35 centuries old. Where do I see the business in 10 years? I think that the construction industry is totally changing.
Yes. It is.
And as an advocate of higher levels of professional standards in architecture, I would like to think that our kind of trajectory has kept going.
Yep.
That we are working on more sophisticated, large-scale integrated projects that are, responding to the environmental challenges that we face, including what we do with all these like buildings in London that will need to be refurbished, renovated, invested in. And it's always such a challenge with, not to digress, with the market, because, the values at the moment aren't necessarily matching what people are investing in them, which is fine, but it means that there's less work available generally for, renovating these types of houses. So in 10 years, I would see us being slightly bigger, but doing really quite lovely projects. I really do like nice design. So
you do.
So I feel very proud that I can hang my hat on the work that we do, and we're very selective about projects because we have to it's important that I feel like we can be proud of all the energy that it goes in, because it takes before a project comes to you.
It's taken a lot of
time. We've been with a client for 18 months.
Yeah.
So it's a really long investment, and you, like we were saying earlier on, you go from like the big headline down to the detail. You've got to really like both of those bits. So for me, it's about kind of honing our skills with design and doing more complicated projects. Maybe not a tower, but maybe a tower, who knows? Costello, you might come.
You never know.
You might come to us next year and be like, I've got a brief. What about, I think I can see where CR is going, but what about CR?
So the CR group, where I'm seeing in 10 years, is just because, I want to build the best construction in London company in a way. I want to deliver on the CR joinery, the best joinery, and the best service. On the development side, I want to get to build a tower. But through there, I want to deliver the best houses and the best developments. To that, through the CR Investments company, which we got about 10 to 15 private investors now. We're looking actually to make people money work for them. Because I got some investors now, which actually they sitting on Spain. And every month I'm giving a 5,000 interest on their money.
Nice.
And another one is 10,000 interest on their money, which their money work for them, and they're just sitting there with no worries or anything.
Maybe that should be the 10-year aim that I should have.
Not for you.
Not for me. No, I wouldn't be very. It would be nice, but I'd be slightly bored.
But so it's just to grow. But on the same time, I want CR Blueprint to grow, because through this I want to train people. I want to train trades. I want to trade business. And I want to make a group of companies, everything what I have, because I got another companies on the side. Nice. I want to make a group of companies to serve the people and to serve everything what a home needs. And if I do that, then I have succeeded. And that's where I want to get in the next 10 years.
Do you see your business, how do you see your business responding to the kind of challenges of sustainable design, and all of the changes in how we're going to be building, obviously with more air tightness, more controlled ventilation, maybe more insulation, maybe not. Obviously the climate's changing, so that might change how we actually build. How do you see a business opportunity with that?
Yes, it is. And what I see the business opportunity, because when you change to the more sustainable and just to change to that, it's actually changing to different materials. Because what I can see on the materials which are doing now, like to be more sustainable in a way, that's where I'm looking like different products, which we start actually those products to come from Europe, because they're not on UK, like fiber, insulation and everything. They are not here that much. So that's a good business, because if you go in there in 10 years, you're not going to see any more the Kingspan or Cellatex or anything. It's a different product. So that's going to be a good business in a way to jump on in it. But for me, I don't see it as a challenge on my businesses, because we accommodate along the way, and it's not going to happen over the night.
No,
it's just gradually. So when it's gradually, then it's easy for us because we can accommodate, we can find suppliers, we can find things. So it's not, I don't see it's a problem at all. And the way I'm saying, like with the heat pumps, I did actually, with the plumber working with us, and when we start to do a lot of heat pumps and mostly heat pumps, then I say, all right, you go to the heat pumps, have the courses, has everything there, will help with everything. So now you are qualified heat pump installer, and we can help the clients with the grants and everything. So that's where we are. So every time it's something which is new, then I'm saying, all right, how are we going to make it to be better than anyone else?
Better than anyone else. A good bit of advice, I can't remember who gave it to me, but was that you don't need to be an expert in everything. But you bring that expertise in.
Yes.
Or you pay someone to do something for you, so you can focus on obviously running the business rather than getting down into every detail. The slight issue is, I guess, when you're so active, is that you are interested in it, but you don't need to be the expert in it.
That's why. So you have to find people which they know how to do it perfectly than you. Yes, you need to have the little bit of knowledge about it, but let the people to do it. For me, I know how to do construction. I know how to build houses, but maybe I don't. I know the finances and all because I had to learn it, but I don't know all the steps in the business. That's why I was saying earlier, I'm going to look now for a coach. I'm going to look for someone to help me to grow to the next level. It's not about the construction on site, because that's the same. It's no problem at all. It's just to get more site managers, more people to manage. But it's just to get me the people which they know how to build an internal team and the business to run actually from the office in a way.
I think just tweet Alan Sugar.
Yeah, hard to get.
Get Alan Sugar. Anyone got his number?
Hard to get.
Hard to get. Well, I think he might be in Spain. You think he lives in Spain these days? And what about AI?
AI, yes, but it's not me personally. I don't trust it that much on what you do.
Okay.
The reason I don't trust it that much because we are too much involved with the clients. Too close with the clients. So I can't trust. Yes, I can trust AI maybe to reply to me on an email, basic email. But you can't trust the AI to reply to certain emails. You can't trust AI to do a job which a person can do it.
No, that's true.
Certain things, yes. Like keeping track of things, extracting invoices from your emails and everything.
Summarizing reports.
That's,
so you don't have to read.
That's easy. That's right. You still have to scan it and check it, everything.
Absolutely. But full diligence there. We still read it.
But it's just, I don't see it like AI to replace the people on the business that I do. I don't see it to replace. Yes, when I get to the training, AI can be very helpful. Because it's going to be very helpful to do for your speech. It's going to be, just to give the bullet points and just, rectify. It's going to be very helpful actually to create videos. It's going to be very helpful actually to create like a PowerPoint, just a presentation. It's going to help you a lot. But I don't see it to replace the people because I still like to work with people very closely.
So that is an interesting point actually, because likewise, it's a sort of people-focused business. And I think that obviously comes through from how you talk about your business. So maybe there's hope for us yet in this AI revolution that people will still want to do business with people.
How it's actually, what's like key lesson actually in your architecture? How
key
they
lesson.
are?
One key lesson is to just keep going. Like, don't be distracted. Don't, things will work out. I think it's having that sort of inner confidence that you. I think it's not. It's a long game, is what I would say. Not to panic.
It's like
keep
my
going.
Mind. My mind is always to keep moving forward.
Doesn't
matter what's happening around me.
Keep moving forward.
Because every day, I'm sure you have as well. You have negative people around you, and
get rid of them. As in, get rid of the thoughts. Get rid of those. Don't let that negativity sort of. You've got to. I'm fairly fortunate. I don't really I don't really have that because there's fewer of us. I mean, but there's not there's not 65 people. I'm sure that's not who you're referring to. But previously, yes, I would say that there has been sort of that negative energy. And actually, it's really not great. So that's a good point.
So it's just moving forward all the time.
And don't let anyone just be conscious of how people speak to you as well, is what I've learned as well. If you have as much agency to sort of move away from someone as they have had coming towards you. So, you can't change people. So, but everyone's got agency. Yes. So I am quite particular about how we're spoken to, and because we're so polite, I bend over backwards to be sort of super professional and polite, and to treat people with very respectfully. That I'm also very protective about how then that comes back to us. So if someone's speaking out of line, or if someone isn't sort of according us with the respect, then I feel like that's just unacceptable. So yeah, I'm really, that's an important thing, to be sort of respectful and professional to everybody.
Same like me in a way, because all the time I'm thinking, if you work for kindness, you'll get bad kindness. Yeah. And even someone is coming, and I had some people that call me shouting. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm just going actually with my voice lower.
Yeah.
And calm them down in a way.
Yeah.
But for me, if I see the reason is the reason to shout, yes, I'm gonna accept it in a way, but you shouldn't shout. And what I find recently with one of the clients, he was just going to site to shout to the guys as well.
There's no reason to ever shout.
But it's not.
In fact, that's what really winds my other half up about me, is that I just don't lose my temper. So I don't shout generally, because if a client once said to me, if you do that once, you've lost all, you've lost it. You've lost your position. It's one of the projects where the contract, it didn't really work out, but I just don't do it, and it's really frustrating, I guess, because some people thrive on that quite aggressive energy.
Yes.
And I've had a professional issue, situations before where people do call you and are screaming down the phone, and I've just had to hang up because it's just not.
No, I know.
It's just not appropriate. It's like
I used to do it maybe years ago.
Did you?
Yeah, on sites. But then I realized, it's not good.
Yeah.
And I'm just, changed my mind completely, because, just very calm. Even, home, all my family, they're sometimes annoyed because I'm too calm.
Yeah.
And people around me, they're saying, how you can be that calm when, it's like a storm. But it's just everything what I was going through, like a roller coaster, ups and down, is make me to be very calm on any situations. And actually, when it's the worst, when people will panic and anything, I'm going and be very calm, and that's when my mind is very sharp. And that's I love it in a way, because sometimes I'm too maybe too calm to say.
But someone has to be, and I guess because you realise that the ripples running a business of your size, that if you're not calm, what happens as a result of that is just not worth the sort of reaction. So being calm, actually, that's a really good, that's a good lesson or learning, or awareness. I am a generally calm person. It's actually been really helpful in business to be like this. I do honestly feel you don't need to be a kind of like shouter or a kind of someone who grabs a fist to run a successful business. You can be nice and do it. You can be nice, Costel, and do it.
For me, it's just to when I'm going to the office, just to give a positive energy and to make people, even they had a bad day, because I had they're having bad days and I'm just going to say, what's wrong? No, what's wrong? And then I'm trying to help them, if I give to them half an hour around me, I can see their change of attitude, their change of mentalization.
It's important,
and that's what I like, actually, the people around me as well. So it's just really to change their attitude, to change their mood into better. And that's where I'm working every day, because I got sometimes the guys from sites call me, oh, we have this, the guy didn't come with us, keep dinner. So all right, just calm down.
You have a lot of day-to-day sort of logistical stress, which I must say, whilst I wouldn't shout, it would really wind me up if like someone's going to say they're delivering something and they don't, and it comes broken, and that for me is probably it feels quite a stressful environment.
It is, but in a way, if you had it this many times, it's like nothing. All right, what's the problem? Don't shout, do anything. What's the problem there? That's coming out. All right, we're going to sort it out. Let's make a phone call. We'll sort it out. Just everyone to calm down and everything. And when I'm going to the site and say, how you could be that calm with me on the phone?
Yeah.
But that's how it needs to be.
Yeah.
Because, if I'm going to start to shout or be hungry or anything, you are the same. We're just going to transmit to all the guys and everyone there, which is not good.
No.
So, it's... I love business. That's what I can do. Now, because we ending this, can you say to the audience where they can find your practice? How they can find the practice?
Well, where can you find us? Okay.
And which area, actually? Because I know you cover Colchester.
Well, we are all over the place.
Yes.
We're not all over the place. We are based in Bermondsey, but we do a lot of, I'd say we're in Surrey quite frequently.
I seen
Cotswolds,
nice projects there.
Cirencester is where our award-winning project is, just to mention that again.
Yeah.
And then we do a lot of work in London and the home counties. And we have our hotel in Greece that we're working on. I'm not even working on, that we're building.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I've seen actually on your social media. That's very nice project in a way.
It's a very lovely holiday to enjoy. But that's phase 2 starting this year. But Instagram. Yeah. You can follow us on Instagram and our website as well, ashtonarchitecture.com. And you'll find us there.
Thank you very much for being with us here today.
Thank you for the invite.
And hope you're going to be with us next time here as well, and to share actually more from your experience and more about architecture.
Well, we can tell everyone how the tower went, Costal. How it went building the tower.
Yes, of course, when it's doing it, yes. Yes, I'll say to everyone, thank you for being with us today. Thank you again to Mr. John for being with us today here. And as always, you can follow us in all our social media, which is going to be onto the description. And we'll have on the description all the details of Mr. John and his practice. If you want to get any project done, just follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all the social media, and or just write to us, and we'll put you in touch with Mr. John, which can deliver the best service for you.
Thanks, Costal.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.